Okay, so there's a lot of people in this world who are just trying to run things the wrong way. And they intimidate people with violence and threats and danger. Now, there's one guy here at this camp. He threatens me with physical violence. And he gets in my face and he runs around like he's a kung fu master and acts like he's going to kick my ass. I don't have time for it. He also has tin foil or some aluminum foil outside of his tent. And he lives next to the fake prophet. Basically like the movie where a man plays a fake prophet to run the world. This guy down here is a fake prophet. Then you got the large woman who sits on people. They use fat people to actually sit on people to scare them and hurt them, suffocate them. And then you got people who drug people, right? So you got people who drug people, like maybe people who work at Starbucks, like this dude who lit my lady's tent on fire recently. So you add it up. Here we go. And here are their faces. And yeah, this is the place. There's people all around here who are bad in Washington, D.C. And the one thing I can't stand is when they fuck with me. So, now let's get down. Let's get down. Now, this particular guy specifically, as soon as I started hooking up with Miss Lady, next thing you know, he's making threats against me. Then he has his boy Mustafa, and I say boy, even though he's not a boy, he's a man. He has his man Mustafa called the police on me. And then, more recently, this woman named Georgiana, I guess is her name, she called the police too. Okay, for some reason, people keep playing the red and blue game here. So this guy over here is playing the red, she's playing the blue, and this guy over here is this. I'm gonna explain it to you real quick. I'll get some better video later. I'll explain it real quick. Some people will drug you or burn your tent, like the dude here with the battle axe tattoo. Some people are just big fat people who sit on you and squash you, like the woman in the tent who called the police on me for taking a bench, but apparently she has the bench right there. And this guy just makes physical threats of violence against me. So, we'll take it from there.
That white chicken normally you would make cream chicken over toast. Delicious. Oh yeah? White chicken. Cream chicken over toast. Delicious.
It's like chip beef.
No,
Like with chicken.
Chicken with white sauce over toast.
Shit on a shingle. Shit on a shingle.
And it's funny because she called the cops on me for throwing that bench over the wall right there. But the guy who threw it over the wall is a white guy down there with tattoos down one arm. He's got like braided tattoos down one arm. And he thinks he's a skateboarder, but he ain't. And she thinks she got a blue bench chained to her wall.
She's talking about chicken instead of beef.
Hey man, don't you want to look over here so I can get your pretty face on camera 100%? No more threats of violence this morning. So that's where Miss Lady's tent was burned. That's the guy who burned the tent because I watched him do it. This lady called the police on me, said I stole this bench from right there and threw it over this wall here. However, she seems to have a chain right here now. And this guy over here has been threatening violence on me ever since I hooked up with Miss Lady. And the guy who burned the tent works right there at Starbucks.